Winter is coming to Iraq, threatening to worsen a growing refugee crisis. The onslaught of Islamic State across much of the country's western and northern regions has driven an estimated 2.1 million people from their homes since the beginning of the year. They often go to camps like this one, the Zawarish Refugee Center, a tent city between the Kurdish cities of Dohuk and Erbil that's administered by the local Kurdish government. The camp was built this summer when temperatures were scorching. The fabric tents provide shelter from the elements, but as winter approaches, they won't be enough to keep refugees here warm.
Right now it's a balmy 55 degrees in the Zawirosh camp here in northern Iraq. A month from now, the nighttime temperatures are going to be below freezing. And that's bad news for the more than 900 people who are living here in this camp.
Mohammed Hussein came to Zawarish from Mosul in August when he was driven out of his hometown by fighters from the Islamic State. Mr. Hussein fled with his wife and 8 children. Last month, he lost his 6-month-old son to the cold as the family slept in their tent. Further south in Erbil, a makeshift refugee camp is taking shape in an unfinished downtown shopping mall. The refugees come mostly from Karakosh, near Mosul. They used to live in a church before the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees helped move them into this construction site. They say life here is better than in the tents. At least they don't get flooded by the frequent rain. But it's still unheated. Many here worry that the mall developer will demand his building back before more permanent housing becomes available. Without significantly more support from the international community, conditions here are likely to get worse. Najmuddin Karim, the governor of Kirkuk, says that while his province is doing its best to take care of the refugees, they need more help from the central government and the international aid community.
Other than a camp of 1,500 tents that has been built by the UN, we have not had any help from the international community.
For the Wall Street Journal, this is Matt Bradley in Kurdistan, Iraq.